skills about the standard gauge railway. You know, that's an excuse that they gave, that you don't have Kenyans who can do riveting. It's not actually riveting. Let me tell you what it is. They are nuts. What you have in the standard gauge railway are what we call cement sleepers, as opposed to the metal ones that they used to do. So we have imported bolts and nuts. It's not fasteners. There are no fasteners in the standard gauge railway. All you need is it's either the spanner, it's either 19 or 16 to actually just put the nut in. My friend, I have protested that we are importing Chinese to Makueni to do those things. It's nonsense. I can tell you that for free. And I repeat it. Challenges. And you've stated it about the challenges of being youth. Let me tell you something. You have not asked a fundamental question. How do you move from being from the menu? You're actually on the menu. Let me just tell you the reality. Looking at you on the face, you're on the menu. They're just looking at you as a menu. To being on the table. These people are not going to invite you to get out of that menu. You will have to elbow your way out. These senators, even in the Senate, the challenges we face, they label us. They call you a young senator. Yet this is the first Senate, so there's nobody who has more experience than them. So how are you a young senator? In the second Senate, there's going to be a young senator. In this Senate, you are a senator like any other, but you are called a young senator. I have sat in many select committees. I've sat in many platforms. I've been privileged enough to sit in many select committees discussing matters of this country. I don't see the youth. I don't see people advancing the cause of the youth. Every time we talk about scandals in this country, I see the youth. The people who are supposed to be advancing the things of the youth are the ones who are dipping their hands in the cookie jar the most. We have lost the agenda, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I spoke about paradigm shift. How are we going to achieve this? Mr. President, if you think that you must stand up when the speaker is talking so that you can advance your arguments, it's not going to work. By the time they invited you here, let me tell you what happened in the last legislative summit. While the cameras were rolling, the country was watching. The speaker of Nakuru County said there are no women at the front to speak. And I can tell you, there was a standoff at that time when cameras are rolling. So if you wait now and say, oh, by the way, I should have spoken to the speaker while he was here, you have lost the plot. I'm just telling you. You should have risen on a point of order at that time. Or when they invited you, you should have said, I need my agenda on the table. I'm going to teach you negotiation skills. That's what I do also as a lawyer. You negotiate hard, you play hardball with these people. Unless you look at them straight in the eye, my friend, they're just going to treat you. You know, when by the way, when you say you're the president, they laugh. They think it's a big joke. President, they laugh. You'll have to negotiate and use the velvet glove fist. You hit hard, but with a velvet glove. So let me just teach you some skills. At my age 42 to get here, even when I was appearing as a young lawyer, this is a very bad country. It treats young people badly. The judge used to ask me, one judge I will not mention, he says, Mr. Klonzo, do you think you need to engage senior counsel in this brief? I'm telling you. Yes, a judge asked me in court in front of my client, do you think you need to seek a senior counsel to advance your cause? I have to say, I am competent enough to do this. I used to, 2 or 3, I represented Kano members, there were 17. Deputy President William Ruto walks into my office and says, how is a greenhorn like you going to represent me? I told him, sit back and enjoy the ride. And we won the case. I'm telling you, if you sit around and wait for them to invite you into the table, my friend, it's not going to happen. If you are waiting for only Sumba to hold your hand, it's not going to happen. You will have to elbow him into that house and sit there and say, it's my turn on the table. So one of the things that we do, and I want to respond to you who has been President of the Republic, and maybe people are laughing about it, is that people don't understand what we do. People don't want to associate with what we do. They think like you that we're in an ivory tower when we are not. You're possibly in an ivory tower. At your age, I didn't have these smartphones. You see, like this lady here. At your age, I didn't have a smartphone. If you wait, it will not happen. So we are asking you, that's why I mentioned the word paradigm shift. And I've told you about to negotiate your way in and the velvet glove. Mr. President, the last statement I'm going to use is critical mass. There's a book written by a famous author, it's called Critical Mass. You must look at it. And in Binosia, there's pressure goods. If you exert so much pressure on them, they will begin to listen. That's the first step. The second step, they will invite you onto the table and sit. And when they invite you on the table, they will expect you not to say anything. That's when you don't wait. You say, I'm here, can I say something? I'm just teaching you what to do with our older colleagues. They will give you respect. Don't fear them. Approach us. We are not, the ivory tower mentality must stop. When you see the speaker, confront him. When you see Uhuru, confront him. And I'm telling you, they will listen. They will give you attention. The minute they start listening, next time you will be invited to sit with the kings. Thank you.